Hi YouTube, this is Xavier, and this week I will do a format a bit different from what I do usually, and I will do kind of dev solopreneur vlog, so you can follow a day in my entrepreneurial journey. Let's jumping in this vlog that might be a follow-up on several days. So first things first, you can see that I just launched my A1 Mini. So right now it's prototyping, at least I mean it's printing one of the prototype I'm building, and I'm working on an order for this kind of sports watch. So this is a Polar Vantage V2. And basically what I was willing to build, it's something where I can both holding the charger and the watch. It will be something like this with the holder, and below you see the holder like this. For this kind of project, usually I'm using Fusion 360, and this is actually the third iteration I do around this model, because this doesn't work very well. I continue to work on it till I have a satisfying result. So this is one of the things I do first. Most of the time I like to launch prints before doing anything else. Like this, it can print while I'm working on something else. All right, so this week I want to work on Exec3D. I have a few things to improve. First of all, I want to fix some minor bugs that there is on the current version of Exec3D. And I also want to set up few new features on Exec3D that are related to the project I'm actually running on my A1. So let's go on the computer that I can explain you what I want to improve on Exec3D. The A1 Mini finished the prints, and I was waiting for it to finish the prints before recording the part on the computer, because otherwise it was a nightmare with the sound. The print is ready, but the plate is still warm, so for now I won't take it off. And as I told you, I will go on the computer to show you what I want to do on Exec3D. I am now on the computer. For those who don't know Exec3D, Exec3D is my SaaS app that I develop for solopreneur, maker of 3D printing, and more widely to makers. And the first goal of this app is to compute fair pricing for your product. Here I am on the main screen of Exec3D, and I will go to one of my products, which is a bike shoe holder. I have a clear view for each of the platforms I use to sell my products, about my profits and the costs around those products that I have to carry. Here, for example, on Etsy, I can see that if I sell my product for 15 euros, I win only 3.3 euros, whereas if I use Stripe on my online shop, by selling the products 9.99, I nearly make the same profit. Basically, this is the goal of Exec3D, giving you a clear view of your pricing regarding everything that you have to include in the price computation. And to do this, you have this screen where here you can modify the price. For example, if I put 9.99 on Etsy, you can see that I will only win 50 cents and my profit will be 5%. And here you can see the repartition of all the main costs that are linked to the production of 3D printed products. Here you see that from all the costs that I have when I sell on Etsy, for this particular product, the main costs are the Etsy fees. You can see that the price is much more high compared to Stripe, with a price which is 2/3 of the price I put on Etsy. I have a better profit in the end. So anyway, this is what's do Exec3D right now, but I have a few minor bugs to correct. For example, here you can see that from time to time, when I'm opening this screen, from time to time, not all the costs appear. So this is an issue that I have to correct. It's kind of a minor bug, especially when I'm creating a new product, when I'm adding a platform. Here I have issue when displaying the chart. I have to correct. So this is a minor bugs correction. And also what I want to add is multi-part products. So you can see here I can add additional parts. For example, in my case, it can be T-slot or a screw like this. But for now, I can only have one print plate. For example, if I have several print plates for one product, it's it's difficult to take into account in this version, and I have to compute manually the total quantity of filament and the printing time. To make people that use Exec3D able to compute multi-parts, multi-plate products, I will create an option to do this. For example, the watch holder that I was speaking about earlier, I will use 2 parts to do this product. There will be the main part, the main holder, and above I will come to add another part, what I will stick. Now, this is the old version, but anyway, it will be the same. All right, so here I will explain again, because what I said is absolutely not clear. So the goal of the option is to enable multi-plate profile. It means if to print your product, you have to use several plates, then in the print profiles section, you will be able to add several print plates, and instead of choosing the best one or the default one as it's done right now, you will be able to select multi-profile, and then all the print profiles that you created in this section will be added to the printer cost and material cost of your products. And like this, it will be easier to compute price for a more complex product that requires several 3D printed parts to assemble in your products. And other thing that I want to improve in Exec3D, you can see in here, I can select tags to organize my products. And the goal of those tags, it's obviously to filter the model when I'm looking for them in the main screen. So this option here is not working yet. Here there is a search bar that I can use to look for products. But here the filter is not yet working, so I will add the filter. So here is what I will do this week. First, correcting the minor bugs. Second, I think I will start by the easiest, add this filter to this page. Let's see you in a bit for updates about Exec3D. Before jumping into the code, I will first take care of this prototype, see if it works as I expect it to. If not, maybe I will do some correction to relaunch a new print before doing some code. I will take it off from the plate and see what it gives. Up, yeah. I will withdraw the supports, maybe clean a bit the part. I'm not that sure about the result right now, you see, because this don't go as deep as I want. Because the expected result should be something like this with the watch. I think it's good, but this should be higher and this deeper for this to be a bit more inserted inside. So I will have to work a bit on it to improve it. Alright, so let's continue to work a bit on that. Hi folks, so this is the morning. Yesterday I didn't have time to work on Exec3D because I focused mainly on prototyping the watch holder. But today, after this nice breakfast, I will start to work on Exec3D. First things first, it's a very nice morning. I will take time to have a nice breakfast and I will take time to wake up, to let's come what's coming before starting to work. See you on the computer. Okay, so first bug find and checked. So it was about the updating of, it was about taking into account print profile price just after creating a new model, and it was this kind of problem, very hard, very I would say silly, but very harsh to find out. At the beginning I was thinking that it was about state management, but in fact it wasn't about state management. It was about a data orchestrator that compute the price, needed data from the model that I didn't give to this data orchestrator in this precise case. So it was something, I would say, that I would have a lot of difficulty to find out, but finally I managed to do it. Thanks also to Claude. Even with Claude, he didn't find out it straight. I have to find out, I have to look carefully inside the code before being able to pinpoint the bug, in fact. And it gave me some thoughts about AI. The AI didn't debug by itself. It wouldn't be able to do it. But with both my work and looking in the code, giving information to Claude, and then checking what's happening, finally, both of the, I would say, thinking make the debug easier. I think I spent around 1 hour debugging these little things. It was just to search and find for the bug, so 1 hour. I don't know, without Claude, but it's difficult to know when you will finally find out, but I don't know, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, I don't know, because honestly, it was something very well hid and very difficult to find. What I'm sure is I would have probably finished by finding it out, but what I'm sure also is AI alone wouldn't have found it like I did, and would have probably made a lot of mistakes and broke even more the code if I would have let it alone try to solve the problem. I'm very glad it's a first point, and I think this point we've also solved over little bugs. I will continue the debug part this morning, and I will come back to you a bit later to see if I have time to start the improvement feature that I thought I will do today. Okay, so this is noon, and I will go for a short run to get a bit of fresh air and enjoy the nice sun. And of course, I'm taking the Polar with me. All right, let's go. Ça fait du bien. Sorry, French. Good. It's nice to be outside. The weather is very nice. There is all these autumn colors outside. It's very good for the head and the body. This morning I fixed some bugs. So the bugs I told you, some others, some are still mysterious. So I will continue to look inside and see what's happening. Also documented a bit the code. It's also important to have a long-lasting code base. This afternoon I want to start editing this video. I think it will take a bit of time. If I have still a bit of time, I will implement the first feature improve that I was willing to do. I will make a first release, so it will be Exec3D 1.1 because the app is available on Windows and macOS, and as I'm developing on macOS, I have first to test it on Windows 2 before releasing it. One other thing I want to do is to finish to assemble the prototype for the Polar watch charger holder that I'm building. So in fact I think it will be before diving again into the Exec3D code. So maybe I won't do code, but I will let you know later. So for this afternoon, editing this video, assembling a 3D printed prototype, and finally, if I still have time and energy, feature improvement for Exec3D. And now I finish my run and I'm going to it. See you later. Alright, so I started to edit this video. I didn't finish yet. I think it will take a bit more time tomorrow. Today I also want to finish to assemble my Polar watch and charger holder. This is what I will do right now. I will assemble this, stick it, and then let it dry. I don't think I will touch anymore to Exec3D today because it's starting to be late. So this will probably be for a future video, but before ending, let's assemble my prototype. I have everything I need to do the assembly. I have to check that everything is in the good position. I have to be careful because here there is a sense with a little red indicator to help you to put it properly, and for my part to be in the right size, so I have to stick it like this inside of the holder. For this I use a strong stick that works pretty well for this kind of work. There is absolutely no need. For this I use a stick made for plastic. Here I am. I will maybe just adjusting a bit, and now I won't touch it for 10 hours before it dry. Thank you so much if you stay till here and you've watched all this video. I really enjoyed to do this new format with you. It was a test, so I will see if I renew this experience in the future. If you're looking for more information about Exec3D, you can check in the description of the video, and I will let a link to the website of Exec3D. I wish you a good day or a good evening, depending the time you're watching this video. See you next time and take care. Bye bye.